So, hello and welcome to my little studio here. I call it studio. As you can see, it's actually not a real recording studio. It's just a little corner in my living room, but I try to make the best out of the space I got here. And yeah, like I said in the title of the video, I'm going to show you how I record guitars and how I think guitar recording should or can look like in 2021. And that's also one of the most asked questions on my Instagram channel. If you haven't checked that one out, I put a link in the description down below. As you can see and hear, my voice is coming through the Rode NTG4 microphone. Okay, before we start, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you won't miss any new content, lessons, fun stuff, whatsoever. Really helps the channel. Thanks a lot. So, without further ado, let's start recording some guitars. So, my guitar for this video is my trusty Fender custom shop Strat in Fiesta Red. Okay, I record guitars in 3 different ways. The first way is directly into my Apollo Twin X interface from Universal Audio. This is also the heart of my recording setup. Everything is going into the interface and then into my MacBook Pro 2020 16-inch. And I've also loaded up everything in Luna, which is Universal Audio's new DAW, which is really stunning and great sounding. Okay, let me explain the first signal chain in detail. It's guitar straight into a DS Custom switcher box I have in the back, and from there directly out into the high Z input of the Apollo Twin interface. And then I have created a channel here in Luna, and I've loaded up a Friedman amp, the Bugs and Betty setup, edge of breakup, clean, lovely sound. I also have a little bit of delay and reverb going on from Universal Audio plugins. The delay is the Korg SD3000 and the reverb is the EMT 140 plate. Okay, that's the first way how I record guitars. Completely digital signal path, amp plugin, and I've also loaded up a backing track so I can jam along. Yeah, that's my go-to backing track, but I also have a pure drum track to jam with. Always nice when you want to record some spontaneous ideas. Okay, the second way I record my guitars is the opposite way. It's recording with a tube amp. My Fender Bassman Blackface head. It's the same cable going from the guitar into the DS Custom splitter box, but now the signal is routed into output B, which goes into my pedals, which are today the Cornell Legacy Fuzz, the Komet K.O.D.AA and the Electro Harmonix Ramset Muff, which I'm demoing at the moment. Awesome pedals, you will hear and see them very soon, and they go straight into the input of my Fender Bassman head, out into the awesome 2-notes CAPTOR X, which is a LOADBOX and an IR loader. And that means I've loaded up some input responses today. It's of course a 2x12 Bassman cap, and via XLR out I'm going into the second input of my Apollo Twin. And yeah, I only have to engage here in Luna the dedicated track. Yeah, there you have it. The Fender Bassman effects are also on, so it's really nice. You can also play along with the jam track. Or even add a pedal. Okay, that's the second way how I record my guitars, but that's not all. I also can use both at the same time. It's super simple and super easy. I just have to engage both tracks at the same time, pan them hard left and right for a nice stereo spread. And yeah, let's have a listen. Yeah, both guitars in stereo, super awesome to have. Okay. Last but not least, the third way I record my guitars for my Instagram or YouTube demos, covers, it's reamping. It's also super simple with the Apollo and Luna. I just have to record a DI track with the hi-hat input. For monitoring, I've engaged the Friedman amp again, so I can just record some basic power chords. Okay, just some really simple chords. And now I have to mute this track and of course also the amp plugin so that you only hear the raw DI signal of the guitar recorded. So let's have a listen to that. So yeah, that's just a normal guitar signal recorded without anything on. This signal goes out of the line 3 of my Apollo Twin interface, back again into the DS Custom switcher box, routed back into the pedals and the Fender Bassman head, CAPTOR X, and from the CAPTOR X back into the Apollo Twin. And now the only thing I have to do is to press record on the reamp track. And while recording, I can dial in all my pedals or amps I'm demoing at the moment, and it will be recorded, printed immediately on the track. So let's hear that. There you have it, the reamp signal. I can now play it back. As you can hear, everything is recorded just the way I dialed the pedal in during the recording. So, these are my 3 ways how I record guitars. But recording guitars, of course, is not everything when it comes to putting out content on social media today, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. It's also mixing and mastering. And of course, I'm doing both on my own here in Luna. Yeah, and because I am no mixing or mastering engineer, I'm using plugins and presets from Universal Audio's library. On my master bus, I always have the SSL G bus engaged, which is just awesome. And of course, after that, the Brainworks Master Desk plugin also loaded up a preset. Everything is going through this plugin. And like I said, it's just a preset I've loaded up, stereo enhancement. It does all the work for you. It's just phenomenal. And yeah, that's what I do in Luna. And last but not least, when it comes to volume, which is really important nowadays, you always have to make sure to get your -14 lufs, L-U-F-S, however you want to call it. And that's monitored through my TC Electronic Clarity M, which monitors my volume. Let's hear that. Hopefully you can see how the Clarity M monitors the signal and tells me if I'm too high or too low to reach the -14 lufs. And that's the very last component of the whole signal chain here in my little studio. And that's how I record, mix and master my guitars for Instagram, YouTube, etc. I really hope you liked my video. If so, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Really helps the channel a lot. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.